Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied in Ruel for the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of Great Millstone. Shalom to you Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Ak with the women who learn in sincerity. It's your brother Kanan, and this will be named Shami, which is Paleo Hebrew for listen. So Shami, listen, women. Okay, you're looking at image of a woman that I got sent a video today from my cousins, from my late cousin's wife. And this, as you see, is about widowhood. Okay, so he's been passed away for a little bit over a year, and he had an understanding of this Hebrew truth, which he also introduced to his children and his wife. Okay, so around the time of his passing, they had an understanding that who we are. Okay, now as time moved forward, I caught wind that Christianity creep back in, and hey, you know it is what it is. So I have a job to do. All right, and this is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, starting at verse 31. For ye may all prophesy one by one, that all may learn and all may be confirmed. Okay, confronted. And the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So once again, as we leave this earth and we come back in our lot. We don't come back as goats. We don't come back as spiders. We come back as the same nationality you were, and in the same sex you were, man or female, and the same manner. So if you was a prophet before, one of these prophets written of in the Bible, you will be here prophesied now, or you're back in the spirit world and you have prophesied in this time. Okay. For Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. And once again, the saints are the men, okay, doing the work for Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Our current saints are the elder apostles, and the Akim, starting at the house of Great Millstone. Like-minded men too, as well as like men of valor. And I'm out here. I'm not in the camp right now, but I'm preaching the same thing, okay? Teaching in the same manner, all right? Let your women keep silent in the churches, okay? And what are the churches? The churches are not these whorehouses. The churches are when the men come together. That's why we on the highways and the byways, where I am supposed to be, on the highways and the byways, and we're going to get that situation taken care of. And doing these lessons, this is the church, okay? When the men come together and they prophesize in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's name, okay? Let your women keep silent in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, okay? But they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law, okay? Now, of course, this is the Apostle Paul speaking, and we're going to back this up. This wasn't a one-time go over your head type thing, all right? So when you turn on social media and you see these women, you're going to get three things. You're going to get the worst of the women, because they just want to get paid, so they're selling themselves, you know, whether they shaking their ass or something disgusting. Then you're going to get that woman that's telling people, okay, well, you shouldn't be doing this and that. Then you're going to get that woman who has been introduced to this understanding of who we are, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics. But although she knows who we are, she's still not taking heed to what the scriptures are telling her to do. Okay, so once again, this is 1 Timothy, and I hope that made sense. If you're in this truth and you understand you're a Hebrew Israelite, move like a Hebrew Israelite. Okay, this is 1 Timothy chapter 2, starting at verse 11. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. Once again, let the women learn in silence. Do not seek a woman for counseling. Okay, it's not the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for you girls to come, you women to come together and put together lessons and try to be you. All right, just let me allow the scriptures to do the talking. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. Okay, so she set up this ripple effect of the conditions we're in by being subdued by Satan, the serpent. Okay, which we know is not a snake. We know is the wicked man. Okay, he's here today in physical form, the Edomites. Okay, and today we're still living out that contract between Eve and the serpent. Okay, this is the book of Job 39 and 17. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. Okay, so Yahweh Bashim Yahushai gave the woman a very precious role to be a mother, to be a nourisher, to be a helpmate to her man, not to go out here and be a politician, vice president, or even a podcast runner, or even somebody over a podcast, because you're giving misinformation. And that's exactly what happened in this video. As innocent as they appear to be, the information is not it's not the teaching of a man of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. I'm gonna put it like that. If you take the time to watch the video, you'll understand. Okay, and once again, I'm not making this video to hurt anybody's feelings, but I'm not gonna avoid people's feelings over the truth. Okay. This is the book of Romans. Romans chapter 10, verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Of course, you grew up in the church, you grew up in Christianity, you love the Lord, but you don't understand what the love of the Lord is. It's obedience. It's fearing him in this obedience, okay? First of all, it's knowing his name, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Jesus ain't gonna save you, okay? Yahshua, Yahweh, or any of those other names are not gonna save you, okay? But just as important as the name is to do as he's commanded us to do. Okay. So once again, this is Romans 10 and 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, but not according to knowledge. And we just read that he is not giving the woman the knowledge. Okay. Because it's not, and we read before that twice, it's not their role to be teaching. All right, or even advisors. You're not counselors. That's what I'm trying to get to, okay? For they being ignorant of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, and that's clear cut. You can't get around it. If you're doing things the way you see it fit and not the way that it's been set up in order, for what is the order? Yahweh, Yahushua, the man, the woman, the child. Okay, if you're going outside that order, you're not doing things right. Okay, so going back to 1 Corinthians, because this is not a knock on a woman. This is just telling you, get right with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Put aside your selfishness and do things the right way. Okay. This is Corinthians, back to Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 14 and 35. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. Now, my cousin, he is no longer with us. He's in the spirit world. Okay. His wife, she has access. She was on the podcast. She has access to the lessons, starting with the apostles, the elders. She can, I have lessons on my page. She can watch my page and learn. Okay. And then teach the children, teach the grandchildren. Okay. Teach them. All right. But do it in the correct manner. Okay. For it is a shame for women to speak in the church. And what's this? I'm on this internet right now. So today's modern church is a form of this internet going out. Okay, this what you seeing with you, once again, it's not the building. It's access to this truth. And if you're using biblical verses to make your point, you better be rightfully dividing them. And if you're a woman, then you shouldn't be doing it publicly, period. That's the point I'm trying to get to. I hope I didn't do too much speaking to get to that point. Okay? And we're going to back this up. We're going right back to 1 Timothy. Okay? Where those 2 points was made about the woman. All right? This time, 1 Timothy chapter 2 and 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Sobriety is not just drinking. Sobriety is sober of the mind. You can't be going back and forth on who he is and his name, starting with his name. Well, once again, you women grew up in this Christianity. It seems more harder for you than a man to come to understanding. His name is Yahweh, by Shami Shai. Read Revelations 1 and 13. That's his image, not that stringy-haired Caucasian Cedro Bourgeois, okay, who that's been embedded in your heart, okay? It's so that's a part of the sobriety, okay? But yes, drunkenness and she's a well kept together woman. Or even in this interview, her head's wrapped, but she shouldn't have been part of this interview. That's just the point being made, okay? I'm gonna end this. And once again, I don't mean to come off arrogance, but hey, we're not here to be friendly. We're here to provide this truth, okay? Through the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, through the Rakakwadash. That's the Spirit, Holy Spirit, okay? This is Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua with all thy heart, with all thy mind, and lean not unto thine own understanding. So yes, I understand the situation with my cousin wanting to get the information out there about her husband's situation, and it could be uncomfortable, but it's not her job. And at the end of the day, that woman can't do anything for you. She's not a counselor. Neither can you. What you do is you turn to the prophets, you turn to the right understanding of the scriptures. The counselor is written in this Bible. Everything we need is written in this Bible. Man cannot give us this truth. I'm gonna read this again. Trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua with all thy heart, with all thy mind, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Okay? And for a bonus, I'm gonna show you how he's gonna direct thy path. All right, because this is set up. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai set this up. This is Amos 3 and 7. Surely Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Allah, power, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, the men set up. Okay, you go through it. We've been through this. All of the men in the scriptures are prophets. They are all prophets to this day. Okay, once again, I pray that this was edifying. This has been Shami, which is Paleo Hebrew for listen, women. Okay.